Well, she's African. She's African queen. Actually, one thing I love about African Americans, and I get criticized about it sometimes. You'll see it on my YouTube. I usually say the real queens and kings of Africa are African Americans. Yeah, let me tell you why.
Why?
You guys came here and suffered a lot back then. For 400 years, suffered. And now you're the children of those ancestors who really suffered like no one has ever suffered on this universe.
Yeah.
And then you fought and you came up. And one day a hero was born, Martin Luther King, and fought. And this Martin Luther King one day met with another king called Tom Mboya from somewhere around Bondo in Kenya. Tom Mboya came to the US, met JF Kennedy before he was president.
Wow.
And JF Kennedy was a senator then.
Let's hit the game.
Anyways, what's up?
No,
what's up?
take this down. It's just this.
Like that.
Okay, that's how we're gonna start, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, and go. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Hey guys, welcome again to a new episode with Vanessa. Hey, watu wangu mtaweza kweli? Hey, Vanessa, CEO, Safari Eatz, with Mlamba himself.
Yes.
Wife to Mlamba himself. Oh my God.
It's a full-time job.
I know. That guy is a piece of work.
A piece of work. You got that right.
And before we even get there, he told me about one time you called him when you were in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia. And you called him, hey, I'm stranded in Ethiopia. What were you doing in Ethiopia? My goodness.
Well, so, I was in Kenya, right, to volunteer. So
Okay.
I was doing HIV home care provider research.
Oh, okay.
And so the convention was in Ethiopia. HIV convention.
Okay.
So countries from all over the world, or organizations from all over the world were there.
Okay.
So my organization went.
Okay.
And everybody kind of went on their own. So I made my own arrangements.
So it's your organization, not like you're working for an organization.
I was volunteering for an organization.
Okay.
And the one organization I was volunteering with, members went to Ethiopia.
Members went to Ethiopia.
Yeah, and I was
I see.
responsible for my own arrangements.
Yeah. And you had to do it all alone and go.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my
I did it all alone. I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
These Americans are crazy. My friends, Americans are crazy. They'll come to Africa and go to Ethiopia and go to Somali. And us Kenyans, we don't try to mess with Somali or Ethiopia. We want to stay in our village. Hey, me, I want to stay safe,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you met Mlamba, or what happened?
So we met in a little place called Kitengela. Kitengela. So I had come to Kenya to do research.
Okay.
Volunteer for 7 months. I was there for 7 months volunteering.
Okay.
And so as I was coming in, there was another volunteer that was leaving.
Okay.
And they were having a going away party in Kitengela. And it also happens to be the place where him and his cousin had a business with on camping and cooking and entertaining.
The business where he was also the security and everything.
Yeah, he was the security, he was the bus driver, he was the chef.
That's Kenya for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where we met. So that was my second week in Kenya. So everything was very new to me then. Wasn't really familiar with.
So you connected with all his jacked up English. How did you connect?
So at first he thought I was a Kenyan lady trying to be American. Yeah.
Because we have a few who try to be.
He called me bougie. Bougie Kenyan.
He knew that word?
Yeah, they knew it. So he wasn't very nice to me that first night. He wouldn't speak to me in English, so I had no idea what they were saying.
Because he didn't believe that.
He didn't believe it.
Yeah, he knew you're Kenyan.
Right. So I stayed up most of the night because I was new environment. Yeah. Not used to lions and tigers and bears.
So you're like, I don't want to come swallow me up.
Yeah, so I spent the majority of the time around the fire. We were campfire and telling stories and trying to get them to tell me the Swahili stories in English.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so that's how we initially met.
Okay.
Then the next day, he asked for my phone number, and I was like, I don't have a phone. And so I gave him my email address.
Yes.
And he emailed me several times, but I never replied back to him.
And then you meet somewhere again.
Yeah, we were at
coincidentally
at an Ethiopian restaurant. And
what?
My friends and I, we were all, hey, isn't that the guy from Kitengela?
He was skinny. He's skinny.
Yeah.
Those skinny Kenyans.
Skinny Kenyan. So that's how we got reintroduced, and from there we just started talking and showing me around town, and just developed into a friendship.
And then eventually you invited him here, and he tells me that you kind of told him you can cook. Like, you're the one who really sparked his process of realization of his purpose.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of passion for cooking. Okay. And I think it's more than just the cooking; it's the way it makes people feel. He likes to see the enjoyment of how people,
the reaction.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And when people are happy, that makes him happy. Yeah. So it's more about what it brings for other people.
And then you had bought him this book about
the food truck business book. Okay. I've been trying to do a food truck probably since the early 2000s.
Really?
Yes. So what? Yeah, back when
early 2000.
Yes.
What?
Food trucks weren't even.
They were not even a thing.
Not even a thing.
Yeah.
So I had this idea. Flew all the way to Texas. In a car all by myself. I probably drove after I flew to Texas. I drove for another hour and a half to get to this little small town in Texas, so I can learn how to smoke and cook barbecue.
Wow.
Yeah, so I learned about all the different cuts of meat. I learned how to smoke, brisket, ribs, Boston butts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come that easy. You've been out there trying to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And I came back here at that time, and I went to the fairgrounds here and asked them, I want to have a food truck out here.
Okay.
And they were like, there's no way we're going to let people cook on a truck.
That's what they were saying?
That's what they said.
They didn't have an idea of what that was.
Nobody had that idea.
What? Yeah. And now they're all over the place.
They're all over the place.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
You have yours.
Yeah, I do.
International.
Yeah. So it's always been a desire to, being an entrepreneur is, I think, in my bones.
Okay.
My mom was a hairdresser, and she had her own business. And every week we would go every Monday night and go help clean up the shop. So that was the family business. So
it was family.
It had been in the blood.
Where's your mom from?
She's from Indiana.
Indianapolis,
Indiana.
Oh, I love Indiana, the place where corn belongs.
Yeah. Yeah, amber waves of grain, right?
Yeah, I've been there many times.
Yeah.
Got a lot of friends down there in South Bend.
Okay, yes.
Wow,
yeah. So that's where I had my first business. My first job was in her shop. Working in the boutique.
Okay.
And then my first business that I started was called Barn Biz.
What is that?
So we had a little barn in the backyard, and my mom would make pizzas during the summer.
So it's a food business.
And I would sell all those pizzas all summer long.
That's good money, though.
Yeah. For a little kid, that was really good money.
By the piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you sell them by the piece, by the slice, you'll make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where it started. Yeah.
So food has been in you. You really like to prep and to sell.
Yeah.
Basically, you're an entrepreneur, and in the line of food, most of it.
Yeah, it's been all food, hospitality.
Okay.
Most of my jobs have been related to that I've done on my own business-wise has been related to hospitality. And
so, what's the hardest part to really have a husband who is from Kenya? And,
the hardest part?
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a hardest
you
part.
You thought this interview will be just smooth.
I did.
I want people in your church to hear this.
No, I don't think there is a hardest part. I think it's...
challenges, any?
Well, any relationship's going to be challenging.
True,
right?
true.
Yeah.
Any cultural challenges?
There's some cultural, things.
Yeah. Has he ever tried to slaughter a goat in the house?
No, we've talked about that. No. That's not going to... He knows better to bring a goat in the house. So no, it hasn't been. It's been a mutual respect.
Okay.
It's been a lot of learning, and adapting.
Okay.
But we based our relationship, we believe that God brought us together and that God will bring us through.
Well, with the story, following back the way he said it, this is something that seemed to have been predestined, like things were just falling in place.
Oh, yeah.
Him meeting you and sharing that email and not even communicating, and then again at an Ethiopian restaurant.
This is true, yeah.
You're stranded in Ethiopia, then at an Ethiopian... You like Ethiopian food more than Kenyan food?
I like Ethiopian food. I really do. I like Kenyan food as well.
Let me do the African one.
No, but there's a love for East Africa as a whole.
Ethiopian food is awesome.
It is. And the culture.
Yes. So on the menu, you said there'll be that street taco.
Yes.
Awesome, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the whole idea behind that was, we have tacos that we're familiar with Mexico, from Mexico, the Hispanic culture.
Okay.
So let's bring all that Kenyan, every aspect of the Kenyan culture. So you have your chapati, a roasted chapati with grilled either steak or chicken.
Okay.
And we'll add some sukuma wiki and some kachumbari.
Okay.
And then our secret sauce on top.
So you've been into businesses here and there in your life, your parents too, and now you have this food truck, which is actually a piece of work to begin. What would you advise someone who is someone is tired with their job and they know very well, hey, I need to start something else, not necessarily quit the job, but I need a side hustle, maybe eventually for it to be a full hustle. What would you tell them?
You have to start, You have to start. It's not, everything is not going to be perfect. The business plan is not going to be perfect. But if you have an idea, believe in your idea, believe in yourself, and just start.
It could take years like it did for you. You went to Texas.
I did.
You started.
Yes. Yeah.
And look here, you end up partnering with some guy from 10,000 miles away who is now your husband. My goodness.
Yeah.
So. Wow. So, tell me, why really food? Why North Carolina? Why Durham? Why? Is there any reason? Is there a big why to the food, especially besides just you doing pizza back then? Do you like to cook, or why food?
Well, we know Durham is home.
Yeah.
North Carolina is home now.
Is the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember me telling you about
Oh yeah. So Durham is home. The South is full of warmth and comfort.
Okay.
And so that's what our food brings to people.
Yeah.
So it's in line with who we are. Not that this concept of Safari Eatz can't be in other communities, but for us right now, this is where home is.
Me too. I truly, I'm happy that I'll pass through Highway 70 and Miami, and I'm like, let me pass by for lunch.
Yeah.
Which is so African.
Right.
You know, so international. Yeah. And then sometimes maybe when the food truck is in Raleigh, be like, hey friends, come on, let's go for lunch.
Right.
That food truck is around the corner today.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yes.
Yeah, to know that my village has been brought to me in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what we want people to feel welcomed and, you know, feel like they're part of the home, the family, the community.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe I want people to know you a little more. What's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food.
Maybe a few dishes.
So I guess my favorite food would probably be pizza.
Pizza. I like pizza.
Yeah, but maybe in some different ways. You know, putting different things on pizza. It doesn't have to be the traditional style.
I like the New York style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I used to work for Papa John's.
Oh, really?
For a few years. Here in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And we used to make our own pizzas for ourselves. Stretch that dough, New York style.
Oh, yeah.
Pour some ranch.
Ranch.
And then some hot sauce.
Oh, really?
And some chicken. Sprinkle some bacon.
That's different, yeah.
A little tomatoes and a little green peppers.
Yeah.
Throw in some jalapenos.
And bam.
Boom!
Yeah!
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Baby.
Yes, Alabama, baby. Your husband likes to say Alabama, baby. Mamba.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, my favorite food is probably samosas.
Samosas? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have a whole line of Afro-infusion style samosas.
Yeah. Now, you know samosas, it's amazing that it's a Kenyan food, but then do you know how it came to Kenya?
Probably via India.
This woman is so... can I ever teach you anything? Yeah. Do you know it came through India, yeah? So you're so right.
Yeah.
But it came through from India. Do you know how it came to Kenya with which Indians? They came to build the railway system.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that you don't know. I'll be looking for something you don't know. Because I hear you're very smart, and yes, you are.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. We can stay here forever.
Yeah.
But my Kenyan people, my African people, well, she's African. She's African queen. Actually, one thing I love about African Americans, and I get criticized about it sometimes. You'll see it on my YouTube. I usually say the real queens and kings of Africa are African Americans. Yeah, let me tell you why.
Why?
You guys came here and suffered a lot back then. For 400 years, suffered. And now you're the children of those ancestors who really suffered like no one has ever suffered on this universe.
Yeah.
And then you fought and you came up. And one day a hero was born, Martin Luther King, and fought. And this Martin Luther King one day met with another king called Tom Mboya from somewhere around Bondo in Kenya. Tom Mboya came to the US, met J.F. Kennedy before he was president.
Wow.
And J.F. Kennedy was a senator then, introduced him to Martin Luther King. And him and Martin Luther King later came up with this program of international studies and exchange programs. And that's why there are so many African students in America.
Wow, wow.
And today, a policeman dares touch me, all African Americans will be on the streets. They don't care whether I'm African or African American. They know that I'm black. Don't touch a black man if he hasn't done anything wrong, you know? So I try to convince my African people that the real kings and queens of Africa are African Americans. And not even that. You guys must work so hard and invest heavily in Africa.
Yeah.
Because the Chinese are taking it over. And you sisters of ours and brothers, man, I don't know why Jay-Z and everyone and Kirk Franklin are not investing in Africa while the Chinese are taking it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not go too far. It was about the food truck. I think that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
And brief.
20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
What more do you want to know?
Yeah. So, what's the way ahead of here?
What's the plan?
What's your 5-year goal? To have another food truck and another, or maybe a restaurant?
So the 5-year plan would be to expand and have multiple food trucks.
Okay.
And then while we're having those food trucks, part of our mission is we have a nonprofit called Inspire Life for Africa.
Okay.
Where we would our ultimate goal is to have an orphanage or a school over in Kenya.
Okay.
Where we could, the business would support and fund the school. So long term, those are our visions to grow the business here and, expand our nonprofit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Vanessa.
Okay.
That was really nice. It was good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
I wish you the best in the food truck. I'll be one of your customers, of
You'll be
course.
the first one, of course.
I already ate that.
I know, before me.
Yeah, before you. I was so happy to be the first person. Yeah. And hey, on the 6th.
March 6th.
We are launching it. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you on the 6th.
All right. Take care.
Tumetoka watu wangu.